How's it going? Making another demonstration video. Don't mind the TV. I just have it on for the background noise. I put my dog in the kennel. I'm gonna show you some little workouts. I downloaded another video. It'll probably be a minute before I post it up on YouTube. Um, I'm just gonna show a few workouts, some new things that I'm gonna be training on. If you guys want to just uh, learn yourself or whatever. I'm gonna be making some business cards too soon. I gotta look into it more, and I'm gonna do like dietary, nutrition, working out, conditioning, running. Um, so basically, like I'm gonna have all around things on there that you might. There's gonna be people that are just they're not gonna want to train in everything. I can show us some certain trainings for footwork, maybe some fundamentals of the boxing, a little bit of tactical martial arts that I kind of know, but not so much. I'm probably gonna get more into that study, but overall, I could show you a lot of ways to up your game on conditioning and running. Um, like I said, into like the nutrition and the dieting, the food that I eat, what I've been doing as far as detoxing, sweating out metals and bad toxins that are in your body that accumulate so much that, if your joints get real tight or if your back's real stiff, for some reason you can't seem to lose weight here. I've been noticing since I've been detoxing, like all in this area, it's like it's improved so much here when I used to struggle a lot here. But if you think about it, I'm sweating out a lot of toxins, a lot of accumulation that's been in the body. But a lot of people aren't really aware of the whole physicality of the body on the inside. Now, most of the time, you want to go to a doctor, but that's just a fuckload of insurance money that you don't really necessarily need to go to, and then they're gonna treat your symptom. They're not gonna cure you. So you got to really think about that. Do you want to cure yourself, or do you want to just treat yourself? They're just gonna give you pills. They're gonna tell you some bullshit. You can go off of what you think, but me personally, I've been to a doctor's maybe twice. Like since I've been out here, one was for my ankle. They pretty much told me what I already fucking knew. They weren't gonna do anything about it. I paid $200 for no fucking reason. Another times when I first moved out here, they were talking about my blood levels, and when I really think about it, I was fine. It's just a balance to certain things that, when you eat a cleaner lifestyle and you drink clean water and certain things that you're not putting in your body, you could tell the big difference. So like I said, I had a lot of accumulation throughout my body. I'm still flushing things out. Eventually it's gotten a lot better. Like my head here feels way less tight. All the metals that I've been sweating out, like I said, right here too, like where I had stubbornness in this area here. I used to always see a big old vein here and a vein here. And so maybe to you that's not a big deal, but anything that's combusting out, like really bulging out, or it just doesn't look right, it's because you got a lot of accumulation to something. Because you don't just have nerves and tendons and, just the whole blood. Like if you ever look at pictures, 3D models of your skin, and then through the skin it has the muscle, and then through the muscle it has the veins. Now these veins here, they're not just the veins. You actually have a lymphatic system too, which is a whole different vein area throughout your whole body that flushes out toxins. That sometimes even that can get clogged, and it's actually, the lymphatic system is actually one big ass trash can in your body that's supposed to flush out a lot of waste. Now, from what I'm understanding from when I was, having stubbornness here, if you think about it, if you're eating shit you're not supposed to be eating, you're going to accumulate stuff in certain areas. And women know this for sure, and so do men, because some men, right, they think they're eating healthy, and why the fuck are you still fat? Not mainly, but you always seem to accumulate here, and it never goes away. Or you accumulate up here, or you accumulate here, or you accumulate here. Now, I could show you all those ways to get rid of things, even the hardest areas that you cannot get rid of. I don't know if you guys noticed lately. Well, I work at the casino, so I see a lot of individuals, they come in kind of big, and they have real huge calves. Now they're okay. Their excuse to that is because they got diabetes, and it's all the sugar accumulation, and it creates this, creates that. That's what the doctors tell you. Now, from my understanding, watching the bulgeness, because I've already studied with food, there's plastic in food, there's bad chemicals and shit. Some people eat pork, right? Like, I don't eat pork, I eat chicken. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I eat chicken every now and then, even though I eat fairly clean. Um, but also, though, like, certain fatty meats will accumulate particularly weird in your body. Like if you're having too much oil, it can be clogging you up. There's a big possibility that there's certain combinations in the food that chemically those people with big old calves or they're getting like real stiff, and it's like if you really think about it, like in the skin, because I was eating this particular rice, for example. I was eating this particular rice, and I was noticing like hardness, and it felt like rubber in my skin, but my skin was on the outside. Like my skin was on the outside, but on the inside, I felt some kind of stiffness there, like some kind of rubber. I even also had it here in my hand. Now, if you think about it, if you're eating plastic, right? Over time, it's going to make its way through the body, and it's going to end up in certain areas where you're just kind of like, what the fuck, you know? Um, whether you believe it or not, there's all these industries. Like even if you go to the grocery store, not everything is safe. You know what I mean? There's people that don't give a shit. They make a product, they sell it, and they don't care what it does to your body as long as you're buying it. It's no different from a drug dealer that doesn't care how he's giving you the drugs. That's all you. He's making money, so you're a product of that product. If you get what I'm saying. But those particular individuals, how do you know that even like they got the big calves? To me, it's like cement. I think there's accumulation in the body that turns out to be kind of like cemented type, and they walk around and it's hardening up, and it's probably cutting off circulation. It's making it bulgier. So you have to be really mindful of what you eat. I will do a lot more research. You don't have to take my word for it. I notice a lot of people get very offensive. Like for instance, I was talking about my dog that I feed her real clean, and the dude was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be feeding them human food, because I'm told through the veterinarian that they can get worms." That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. So basically, you're gonna trust going to Walmart and buying a big old bag of dog food that you don't even know what's in it. You know what I mean? Like you got to think about it. Like some of these dogs that were able to live longer than your average regular dog, those people probably fed it way cleaner food, way different food. And I'm not feeding it. I'm not feeding my dog junk. I'm feeding her pure, clean chicken, uh, carrots. I'm giving her clean water. I don't like giving her anything else. Sometimes I'll give her snacks and stuff, because she's got to have snacks, as a reward to things, because she already knows how to sit. She already knows certain things. She's very smart. She's not a dumb dog. She's a very intelligent dog. Um, but like I said, people's belief systems, you have to forget everything and start fresh. Like, okay, well, what is this and what is that? You have to be more open minded to it. Even this right now, me telling you, it's probably very offensive. It's probably triggering certain transmitters in the brain, making people think certain things. But to me, my dog's not gonna get worms because I'm giving her chicken. Like if we weren't around as humans and they were roaming around, they'd be killing birds, little jackrabbits, squirrels. They'd be trying to hunt. And if you really think about it, every animal that is like carnivore, like because they have a whole different intestinal line than we do. We're actually biologically built to eat fruit, vegetables, beans, rice. We're not meant to eat meat. Yeah, okay, I eat chicken or whatever, but biologically, we're not meant for any of that stuff. So for animals, even wild animals, like even like a lion or a hyena, they'll eat their prey alive while the heart's still beating. So for us humans, we eat live food. What is live food? Fruits, oranges off a tree, apples, vegetables, beans and rice. Okay, they're not really live, but they're starchy foods. Um, Back centuries ago, people were probably fasting 3-4 times out of the week. They weren't so consistent on like we are nowadays. We're more conditioned to, once we get hungry, we go to the refrigerator right away, or we feel the need to want to snack on something, we just go to the cabinet. It's that simple. Back then, it probably wasn't really like that. You know what I mean? Like most individuals were probably more humble to their necessities of food, and they probably didn't look at food as like a 3 to 5, 6 times a day. You know, there is a lot of overweight people. America has gotten overweight, and I'm not saying that, you know, that's like everybody's just fat because they want to be fat. I think people are just conditioned the wrong way. You know what I mean? America's just shit, man. They throw they throw all kinds of sales rips at you every day. You're being programmed on the TV where they're throwing out McDonald's commercials, Burger King. They're making everything look enticingly good. You go to McDonald's, if you look at the little TV, the picture always looks better than the food that you get and you order it. Everyone knows that. You know what I mean? So therefore, I don't really feel that it's people's faults, but also too the food that you do eat, it's very programming. Um, it can cause different neurons to fire off in your brain, depending chemically that what the food's made of. And trust me, if you don't believe me, ask the people that work at fucking McDonald's. I've talked to the people that work at McDonald's, and they know what's in the shit, and they're like, man, if you only knew what the fuck you were eating, dude. I guarantee you, some of them probably don't even eat that food. Some of them maybe yeah because it's free. But anyways, like I said, I'll show you some little techniques real quick that I'm gonna be doing. So I haven't been able to do some of my conditioning lately, but I got this rock here that I got from the park. It's very smooth, but it's also very hard. So for here, because like let's say you're doing kickboxing, someone's gonna kick you here. This right here will go, especially right here in the bone and the meat. It's very weak. You'll bend, right? Or if you just want to condition to get your legs stronger. Now you can work the insides. Now I can't necessarily go so hard versus this. I'm able to hit that very hard. But that's because I've been conditioning those. And like I said, I'm going to start slowly on this leg. So if you're ever going to start, I would just lightly tap this. You know, do it for like 2 or 3 weeks, because this on the inside, anybody can agree, right? On the inside here, this isn't ever touched. No one's like, touching you, you know, every day. You know, there might be some ladies out there that get touched like that, and they're like, oh, stop it. But constantly being hit here like this, I can actually take. I can take that. But for slaps like this heavy, you could feel the meat, because it's very light, it's very sensitive here. But you do want to kind of condition all around your whole body. You know, here, here, here. Because you could take firmer hits, you know. This majority of most of all this is pretty conditioned. I'm not gonna like hit my head with this shit, but I'm getting there because I've been hitting the bag with my head every now and then. But on the inside, you just work it real slowly. Give it about a few weeks, you know, and then you'll be able to go super hard. So I'm gonna start conditioning like this. Also, even if you're not on the level, like if you see my other videos when I'm hitting the pole, you could do this too to condition the bone here. You can just lightly tap this, and trust me, this hurts. This looks simple, like, oh, I'm just, you know, but go like this. I don't know if you can hear it, but it does hurt. Like earlier, I was going out the door, and I hit a nerve here on the door handle. Bam! And it shocked, and it sent a shock through here. and the nerve just totally cut out, and I couldn't feel anything here. So I was like hitting the stone on the ground. I was like, oh, I was hitting, I was hitting this because basically what it did, it paralyzed it. It paralyzed it because of the nerve was shut off, and then it took a while until it came back. But you got to be mindful of some of the things that you do when you're working out. Um, but like I said, you can use tools like this. I've seen a martial artist. He bought a brick and then he wrapped it, and he was fucking. And it's called iron skin. You can build yourself to take impacts. Some people don't have to do that if they're not into it. I'm just showing you techniques. I'll show you some other workouts to flatten this here that I learned from another individual at at the gym. So I'll put the phone here. I apologize for not having a full extended camera. So I try to set it up as best as possible so you guys can see. But basically I'm gonna lay like this. You can either hold your hands here or you can hold your hands here. But you'll lift your legs up like this and down. So let me give you a different angle so you can get the whole picture of what I'm doing. So you have your legs here, come up and down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna speed it up. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's 45. But before I started this video, I did 100 sets and then I did another 100. So that's 245. I can keep going. People probably are like, yeah, right, you can't do no fucking 100. And test me and I'll show you the endurance that I can keep going and going and going and going. I've been doing this shit since I was 13 years old, yo. So I've been doing this forever, regardless of what you think. But anyways, I'll show you another one that I learned from some other guy on YouTube. I forget what his name is, but it's certain push-ups, but it'll flatten your core out. It'll make you like kind of, pretty cut and ripped. Everybody biologically is different. So like I'll only be so ripped compared to, maybe a darker individual, or sometimes certain, Caucasians. Certain white boys will be like super ripped. They got like really good high metabolism, if you want to say. But since I'm still detoxing, I'm noticing that my body, the body that I want to shape out to, it's taking time, but I'm actually starting to see a lot of definition when I'm at the gym and I'm sweating out, I'm in the sauna and stuff like that. But it's a lot more improvement. It's been a very big improvement since I started. And all I got is time. So I can totally keep doing what I'm doing until I fully get to where I want to be. And like I said, I'm going to keep updating my videos, and you're going to see a lot of change. Trust me, you're going to see a lot of change. It's just taking some time, but I'm still sticking with what I'm doing. I'm going to show you another one. I'm sure I've showed it before. So this will be the push-up one that I'm talking about, and this is Superman. So basically, you do one, and you put this arm out and this leg out. Come down.
I think I have come to bring peace on earth. I've come not to bring peace.
So let me face this way. Sorry about my dog's toys. But that way you get kind of a better perspective. So I'm going to, 1, let out, 2, let out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I don't know if I did 10 or 10 of them, but normally if I do 1, I'll say 1 on the other. 1, 2 on the other. 2. And they're actually pretty hard to do because you're balancing, you're putting a lot of pressure on one particular area when you're letting up and you're letting go. Now, it's not always going to be perfect when you're starting out because you are trying to balance yourself. And a lot of people don't have, if you're a beginner, not everybody has the balance. So that's okay. Take your time. And just to give you some clarification, because a lot of people do get confused or intimidated, or they lack self-confidence, or they're just not motivated enough, or you know what I mean? Like, especially intimidation. You could be intimidated about watching something and then you feel that you have to do it all. You don't have to do the amount of workouts that I do. So like, let's just say, for instance, you're beginning, right? Do 1, 1, 2, 3, all right? If you feel that that's as far as you can go for it. That's it. All you got to do is do 3, wait a little bit, like 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, then do another, stop, wait, do another. So you could do 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 4, or maybe 3 sets of 5. You can take it up a notch once you feel yourself that you have to know your own body. Nobody could sit there and tell you, keep going, keep going. If you want a self-motivator, that's why I'm going to make those cards, because I can self-motivate you. But I'll have to observe you, make sure that you're doing it correctly, or correct you. But then also, if I feel that you're strong enough, I'll push you just a tad, just to keep you going. And then once you learn enough on your own, boom, then you can leave the program. You know, you can go and do, that's all you. That, you know, it's no different from, you know, a mother bird that has a bunch of chicks, or birds or whatever. They have to leave the nest, right? Eventually they learn to fly, and then they go off on their own. So I'm not going to be like those other trainers that will try to find tricks to keep you around because they want to keep making money off you. I'm not going to do that. There's plenty of people in the world that can learn. So I'll teach you the things that you want to know. And once you're good and settled with that, you can just go about your business, and you don't got to pay anymore or anything like that, because I'm going to give estimations for it. Depending on what it is, I'm not going to be a very expensive trainer. Like, most people can be pretty damn expensive. Most of the stuff will be on your own expense as far as dietary stuff, but that's pretty cheap. I can show you how to do that. I do it very well. I'm not like, you know, in a bad position or anything. Thank God, hopefully. Knock on wood, so that isn't whatever. But so there's that workout. There's one here too. I'll show you that a friend showed me, because he showed me this, and this one here. You're gonna want to put your hand here. Oh, I'll just put it here. So you'll put your hand at a level. If you get the idea. And you're gonna want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's that. I already did like 50, and then I did another 50, and then another 50. So I did a couple hundred or whatever, but that's just a quick example. There's that. I'm going to show you ways to improve like your punches to make them either faster or more powerful. So anyways, those are the workouts. Go at your own pace, set your own limit. You don't have to do the extreme shit that I do. I've just been doing it for a long time, so for me, I don't get worn out that quick. You know what I mean? I can keep going and going and going until I feel I'm gonna give out. But that's rare. So this is a weight here. It's like plastic, but it's got like cement or whatever. This is about, I want to say about 29 pounds, close to 30 pounds. So 29 point whatever kilograms or whatever. But, all right, so let me see if I got this angled right. So when you have your footwork here, which I was trying to teach at the gym, right? So you have your leg that's pivot here. I don't know if you could see the foot, the tippy toe here, and then back here, right? Ha! So when you're standing at this angle, you're coming with this. You could do this right here, right? But I'm going to show you the power hit, turning here, and your power hit this way. But mind you, this is what I'm showing you here. So just pay attention and observe and try to let it settle in your own mind. I'm going to be blocking like this, but I'm going to be also counting. So when I count to 10, this finger is going to come out. I count to 10, this finger is going to come out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. 1, 2, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. So that's 30. Let's get this one here. All right. Woo. That's a little heavier than I do at, I don't want to say where, but I usually have a 10-pound weight, and I've been doing that for a while. So this, naturally, I'm able to do it. Like I said, I had bought this weight vest. If you follow up my videos, it's about 20 pounds. You can always throw this on too. If you have one of these, you can purchase it at Walmart. It's kind of pricey, maybe like 40 bucks, but it's worth it. Like let's say you want to build some kind of strength or foundation without actually having to go to the gym or work out if you don't have time, or if you have kids, you could throw this on, do some work around the house, pick shit up. This matters. You're carrying an extra 20 pounds, you know what I mean? You could be doing dishes, you could be vacuuming, you know, you're still moving with this weight. Now, some people are like, how's that gonna work? Okay, imagine it's fucking 50 pounds. You gotta bend over. That's gonna cause you to build muscle, especially in your legs. And, you know, if you're getting down, you have to pick something up because your kid spilled something, cleaning it, and you're coming up with extra 50 pounds. Then you're kind of like pretty much fat, you know. But in reality, you're not. You're just carrying weight. But this can make it even more intense here. So carrying the extra weight. 1, 10. We gotta go for 15. There we go. Switch over. Like I said, you're gonna go on your back leg from your front. 1, And there you have it. I'll show you another one. I'm just gonna take this off real quick. So that will strengthen your hip, but also once you let your muscles calm down, because when you're lifting weights and you're pumping up, your shit's getting full. Hey, your blood's pumping. You're not gonna be able to move that fast because everything's pumped up. It's fucking feeding through. If you let it relax, calm down, relax a little bit, then you're able to move. Hey, shh. So, sorry about that. So you're able to move a little more, and you can build speed. So instead of punching this way, you can come up. So if you're holding your fist this way, right? Move over. So there's 10 there. I already showed that rock. Quiet. So here's a stick I've showed before. Here's a steel pipe. So if you want to condition, you can start off slowly here with the stick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll do 50, stop, do another 50. So that way you got 100 in. If you can't do that much, don't do that much. You know, lightly tap. I'll usually hold this end here and go for the rib cage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that shit does hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it does pretty much hurt. I can't seem to flicker this one as well because it's my left. With my right, I can do that. So I'm gonna face it this way. And I'm gonna do 30 like I did the other side, so it's even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So you got that there. Sometimes I'll hold it this way. Stick my leg up. So I can take good slaps here. But for this being more solid, it's impacting the meat more and the bone, which is a little harder to take versus this. So don't think, oh yeah, since you're beating the shit out of it, that you're able to take a real harder hit. Remember to be mindful of how you're conditioning, and then test other things out, because there's 2 different impacts from these things. Because you got stone or rock, you got wood, and then you have steel. So it's a little different. It's heavier, it hurts harder, it hits solider. So even this will probably be more. Here. apologize about the noise. She was just being a little brat. She was quiet for a good little minute, but let me put this stuff back real quick. So that's, it's already been 35 minutes. All right, cut it clean already. So that's my video to you guys. I do have other weights here. I have that curling bar, and that's just where I keep my items, my little weight thing. I try to keep my place as clean as possible. I don't really need a whole lot. I got a couch, a bed. That's all I really need. I don't really need all this fancy crap and just a bunch of shit that I don't fucking need. But that's my training video. Call me crazy for doing all that insane shit, but fundamentally, if you're into, you know, boxing, martial arts, or any of that stuff, even just conditioning in general, I just like to do it because it keeps me busy. I have a passion for it. I love doing it. Running and all that, instead of having to fucking versus negative. So like, you know, this is positive what I'm doing. It's helping me build on myself successfully in the body, because there's nothing more rewarding than being healthy and having your mind strong versus something very negative like, you know, dwelling, being depressed, smoking gobs of weed, thinking you're getting away from things, drinking consistently, gambling your life away, all the shit that's not going to help you eternally. Now, it's better to feel really good about yourself internally, and once you can manage this, then you can go out and, you know, go out, do all that. Every now and then I'll go out, but I just disconnect myself from all that, because I've been out numerous times. I've been to parties, I've been to clubs, I've been to strip clubs. I've done it all. You know what I mean? I've met hardcore fucking thugged ass gangsters from fucking Victorville, California, OG gangster dudes, people that have been shot in the fucking head, dudes that have been shot in the hand, been shot in the back. I almost been stuck one time in my neck. So a lot of that did teach me things when I moved out here. Now, when I finally actually got some sense in me, because everybody that's young, that's been there, everyone's been there. Everyone's been there. I have a backstory to them. Everybody has a story. For me, it's like getting away from all that. Not that it was my drama or anything, but it's just like I witnessed a lot of things. You can always have a better life. You know what I mean? So it's good to know those things, and then you learn and you bring something else better out of you. You know what I mean? So like it would be no different from like let's say you used to sell shit on the street or whatever, and you got arrested a lot, or you almost got killed one time, and but you learn from it, and then you grow, and then you're either running management or you got your own business. You know what I mean? So always try to look for your passion. You know what I mean? And don't stay stuck at a particular job that's just going to take your whole life away. You know what I mean? So I think this would help people in general try to come into, you know, what is it that they really are seeking. Some people have a passion for gardening. Some people have a passion for cooking. You start your own business. Try coming up with better ideas. Some people like to sing, you know. Some people like to sing, you know, and if they want to sing, anybody can do anything that they want. You know, we don't have to sit here and let society or government shit or whoever tell you how you're supposed to live your life. Like, why, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when I go out, I'll just say the dumbest shit, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll say inappropriate things. But who's to say that this one particular, whoever it is, that tells you how to be a particular way in society? Oh, they're like, this is acceptable. This is inappropriate. This is not, blah, blah. Okay, some things can be inappropriate, but we don't have to listen to these people. You get what I mean? Just be your own character is all I'm saying. Because if you're like trying to put yourself in these categories that they're basing you off of, then you don't even know who you are. You know what I mean? You're allowing someone else to, like, you know, put your whole figure together. You know what I mean? Put your whole frame of mind of your own personality. I just think that's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? You might as well be a fucking, you might as well be like a stripper or a fucking prostitute. Like, you know, go over here because I told you to go do this and go do that. You know, like, I don't know. However, I'm not even saying the right shit. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. And those are a lot of the training things. So excuse my French a minute ago. But Have a good night, you guys. Later.